Hello everybody, how are you? Who has the knowledge of prana, of tattva, of vayus, of koshas, of nadis can only attain liberation? It's very important to have this distinction, to know what's happening in the body, to know and understand what is life, to know where is life, to know that our life is an interplay of five elements. It's an elemental reality. Without this knowledge, liberation is never possible. Those who long for liberation without having a basic understanding of tattvas, koshas, nadis, even the bhutas, they are like trying to go to the Mars on a donkey's back. It's never possible. It's important that you know and are aware of these essential aspects. Very important. Because until and unless you are aware of what's happening to you in your body, in your mind, in your emotions and your energies, how is it that you will ever know the path of liberation? How is it that you will find liberation? So if you are someone who has reached a stage in life where all you seek is liberation, then very, very important for you to understand, liberation will only be possible when you have a deep living experience of your koshas, of your prana, of the bhutas, of the tattvas, and of the vayus. They play a very, very significant role. It's not theoretically, if you know that there are 72,000 nadis, it means nothing. If theoretically you know that there are 10 essential types of nadis which are important, it's of no meaning to it. If you essentially know that nadis are converging at a point and they are called as chakras, all this theory bookish knowledge is not going to be of any consequence. It should translate into a living experience. A living experience is very, very important and highly significant for any person who is in the path of liberation. And you need to know that the more intense you are, the more focused you are, and the more aware you are, you can carry out this path anywhere. It's quite possible. It is very much a living possibility for everybody who exists on this planet. Because until and unless you find liberation, you will keep coming back into this mess called Earth. Is Earth not a mess? Think about it. Think about it. How many moments of joy do you know? It takes incredible levels of practice, focus, and awareness and blessings to be joyful. By default, you can never ever be joyful. It's not possible. You will be constantly under the influence of frequencies, thought frequencies of other people. Even they don't have to tell you anything, just their looks will be forming imprints of meaning within your body, mind, emotion, and energy. You will be under the constant suppression and influence, a suppressive influence of cognitive distortions. This is happening to a lot of people. They are judging themselves, they feel low, they feel very, very disconnected with themselves. This is happening to a lot of people. Please see this. Their confidence levels are getting affected badly. Everything. And that is where it is important to know the path of liberation. Because until and unless you are in this path of liberation, you will constantly be under the ignorance of identities. You will be constantly under the ignorance of the physicality. And as long as you are under the influence of identities and physicalities, you will never ever be able to experience joy. You will be constantly vulnerable. You will feel threatened. There will be fear. Fear of loss will always be hanging on your shoulders, will be dancing on your forehead. And you will not know anything which I call as a fresh breath, breathing freely. So it's important that you pay total attention to tattvas in a very experiential way. Pranavayus, koshas, panchabhutas, very important. Nadis, very, very important. So that you can be on the path towards liberation and attain it in a very, very joyful manner. In the coming videos, I will be speaking in detail about nadis and helping you understand it in a very, very experiential way. Good day, everyone.